What if the smallest voice was the one that saved everyone? In a bright, lively forest filled with tall trees and singing birds, there lived a tiny squirrel named Niko. Now, Niko wasn't big, he wasn't strong like Bruno the bear, and he wasn't graceful like Leela the deer. And speed? Well, Niko tried his best. Most animals didn't notice him much. Too small, they said. Too noisy, others added, because Niko talked a lot, thought a lot, and sometimes worried a lot too. But inside that tiny body was a very big heart and a mind full of ideas. Every day, the forest was full of life. Bruno stomped through the woods. Leela leaped between trees like the wind. Birds soared high above. And Niko? He zipped around everywhere. Okay, 3 acorns here, 2 over there. Wait, where did I put the first one? Even when others laughed, Niko kept noticing things. He saw how ants worked together. He saw how birds warned each other. And deep inside, he believed he mattered too. One afternoon, the forest grew quiet. Too quiet. The wind picked up. The sky turned dark. Niko looked up. That doesn't feel right. Then boom! Thunder crashed, lightning flashed, and suddenly, crack! A giant tree fell into the river. The water began to rise. Animals started to panic. "Move!" shouted Bruno, pushing the tree with all his strength, but it didn't move. "It's too heavy," Leela cried. "The water is rising. We have to get out." Animals ran everywhere. Some slipped, some didn't know where to go, and fear spread across the forest. "Wait!" It was Niko, standing on a rock. "I have an idea." Bruno looked surprised. "You?" Niko nodded. "We don't need strength, we need teamwork." The forest grew quiet, because suddenly it made sense. Niko spoke quickly. "The beavers can chew the tree. The birds can guide everyone. The elephants can push the logs. And the ants can dig paths to help the water flow." The animals looked at each other. Then Leela stepped forward. "I'll help." Bruno nodded. "Me too." And just like that, everything changed. Beavers began chewing. Birds flew overhead. Elephants pushed with strength. And ants dug tiny paths through the ground. Niko ran around encouraging everyone. "You're doing great! Keep going! We can do this!" Slowly, the tree began to break, piece by piece. The water started to move again, faster and faster, until finally the river flowed free. The flood stopped. The forest became calm again. Sunlight returned. The animals gathered around Niko. Bruno spoke softly. "I was wrong," he said. "You may be small, but you made the biggest difference." Leela smiled. "You helped all of us see what to do." Niko blinked in surprise. "Really?" The animals cheered. "Yes." From that day on, Niko was no longer overlooked. He was no longer too small. He was a thinker, a leader, a hero. Because sometimes the smallest voice can make the biggest difference.